Pisces, this is your tarot forecast for September 2015, and we're checking out what could be most inspirational for you here this month. And it looks like if you've been working on a long-term project, that's the first thing that pops up here for me. And it looks like you might be able to finally bring that to a conclusion and not only finalize it, but finalize it with a great sense of victory. All right, you're like flying off here with stars and feeling the accomplishment was well worth the long journey. Now, this needn't necessarily be your day-to-day job. It could be a side thing that you've been working with, perhaps, or it could be your career, your day-to-day job. Regardless, though, I'm feeling that the creativity, the patience that you have shown that has brought you to this point has been so well worth it. So there's a sense and a feeling of celebration. And not only that, but what will it do when you can finally lay down that? It opens up a whole new room for you and your creativity to the point where you're going to ask yourself, now what? Now what do I want to do with my time? Where do I want to project that creative energy that is constantly refilling? And you know, Pisces, you are so creative that there's constantly something laying behind what you're already doing that you'd also like to bring up and forward. But for you, it's all about time. You're the people of the Zodiac that should have had 72-hour days, not 24-hour days. I think that would have been the perfect solution for you to empty out all of those ideas and creative projects that you constantly carry on the inside. However, though, I'm feeling that the conclusion of this project is also concluding something as far as a financial aspect too. Why? Because it's going to allow you to put down something here that's been weighing on you, or where you perhaps had to balance or tackle your financial situation. Always wondering where, okay, the next is going to come from. But however, though, this is going to align you with being able to move forward in a totally new way. And so it's opening up new doors. I'm feeling somehow this could also reflect upon where you live, or how you can change up things at home. So new decisions coming in, and that might even tie into something you've been speculating on for a longer time that you would have liked to do if situations were more ideal. But I'm feeling since this is somehow connecting and tying into your financial situation, you might just be thinking about a move or maybe an upgrade. So that is exciting to see. Whatever changes coming in right now, it's also going to put you into a new place, a new chapter of your life, and expect things to really start picking up and becoming busy. Ideas being shared and discussed, and really trying to figure out which of the many projects now that you would really like to start. Some of you, though, might just want to take a break. Why? Because now you can. And that in itself, I feel, is a very important thing. It's like a power-up time here for you. And which can be important because you have been busy and you always create something that keeps you busy. It's difficult for a Pisces to step back, right? Because your mind is constantly creating. But in this, if you can take a break now, take a vacation. Yes, it is late summer, but it's not too late. It's still a beautiful time of the year. And so I'm seeing that you're going to do something that is heartfelt for you. Some of you might even be taking a long distance journey, and that all looks really good for you. And then once you've powered up your batteries here, then you'll be back to it. So we're going to check out that for next month in October and what that might be. But it is definitely opening up for, should I say, new projects. For you, though, you're going to have to make some very important decisions, I feel, because you can't take it all on at once. Now, there's a part of you that would love to do that, but that's you in a nutshell, isn't it? But try to tell yourself that there is no haste right now. Sometimes Pisces work best when they're pressured for time. When they're up against a deadline, then they squeeze everything else into it because they're on a high roll. But right now, you're allowed to kind of step back. You're allowed to not have to push so hard. So actually, that's the luxury thing, being able to pick and choose those top shelf projects and then allow things to kind of sit back a little bit. And I feel there's a couple of people here who's going to be quite important to you this month. One is a female. Now, however is going to tie into the picture, only you will know. But I'm feeling here there's a collaboration. There is something surprising coming up with her. I see her as being somebody who's very dynamically focused on what she does, and it looks like she might want you to participate in something that she's doing. Now, of course, you're going to have to pick and choose here, Pisces, from what I'm saying, because this is a general reading, so not all of it will pertain to each and every one of you, which, of course, we can always look at in a private 36-card reading, which I'm doing here, to get more details of it. But do pick those things that resonate with you, all right? Because not all of you I see is going to do the long-distance travel, but I definitely see it for some of you, Pisces, doing it. And it looks like there might have been a choice there, whether to have done it a little bit earlier, to do it now, or actually postpone it to the end of the year. So that's choices also that you're going to be looking into. Now, there might be a need to bring the car, your vehicle, into a checkup. That might just be for an oil change, or, make sure you check the pressure of your tires or whatnot. So that could be a timely thing for you this month. At least your vehicle is showing up with a service person for whatever that means there for you. Now, I'm feeling that the things that you have been working with have been pleasurable, and for most Pisces, that's the only thing they do want to work with, something that they believe in, something they can cast their whole spirit, mind and self into. And so definitely more coming up on that as you're walking away. I won't say walking away as in shutting a door to. You may still continue doing what you're doing, but it's like the pressure is taken off. And once the pressure is taken off, it's eliminating all the mind space, because you work mentally a whole lot. And so a lot of that is going to be cleared away, which will allow you to start focusing on those new things. Romantically, this month, Pisces, it just seems to be very stable. There's no biggies. There's no uppers or downers, put it that way. It just looks really stable. So that's not going to be your main focus here this month. For the most part here, what we're talking about in September is how to expand, all right, and what you have achieved. It's like a good look over, overview for what you've accomplished this whole last year, and you're really starting out now looking at probably laying down foundations for the next 12 months, because there's so many opportunities coming, choices are showing, and you're going to have to make those good choices so that you can make the best value of your time. Now, there's a second female here too, so females are going to be important this month. She seems to be a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The first one that I said that wanted to have you a part of something, she's a fire sign. She's Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But this person that I'm talking about, she too seems to have some very creative ideas. She's practical, she's down to earth, she's a great listener, she's a doer, not a procrastinator. And for her, it looks like she's starting up something. And whatever it is she's starting up seems to hold a lot of potential for what she is wanting to achieve for herself, of course. She's going to be sharing this with you. And when you hear it, you're not just going to see the potential of it in the here and now, but it's the potential coming in behind it. And somehow, maybe on some level, it's something that you can participate in if you so wish. It looks like at least she's looking to you for guidance, support, and inspiration. So I'm feeling that you're quite happy for this female. But you're really spiritually here in a place, Pisces, where you're really listening. And when I say listening, that is you tuning in, listening to yourself, your higher self. It could also just be allowing your subconsciousness to open up and filter through and come to you with these brilliant ideas that you get from time to time. And I'm feeling there's something really beautiful and concrete that can come from it. So yes, it's a month to definitely tune in and listen to that inner self. Why? Because that is where your guidance is always the strongest. So there is also celebration towards the end of the month, and this is around a male person. He's a fire sign. So whatever that is, it could just be good news, new beginnings, new start. It could be an anniversary. It could be a wedding. Whatever the deal is, I'm feeling that you're happy for the news around this male. So he's in your circle of family or friends there. So before I end, like I said, the romantic side should be good for you here this month. Stable, good energy. So no big dramas or anything. And so, of course, personal reading will shine more light on that for you personally. How your love life will show up. But this is a good general forecast for you, Pisces. So listen, I'm looking forward to be looking into October for you. So have a wonderful month, and I will see you soon. Bye now.